True story. Now, listen up and listen well, for I have a Christmas story to tell. About Saint Nick and a woman named Iris, and how the fat fool got a sexually transmitted virus. 'Twas the night before Christmas when he went down the chimney of her house. He landed with a thud and crushed a small mouse. When he rose to his feet, he wiped off his ass. Then he pulled out some rollies and a bag full of grass. Well, a puff or two later, he looked through the haze when in entered Iris and captured his gaze. Her breasts were humongous. Her ass was perfection. For the first time in years, he had an erection. She walked towards him with a wiggle like his gut. He knew from the beginning that this chick was a slut. So he threw off his jacket, pants, toque, and mitts, said, "Let's have some foreplay," as he lunged for her, you know. Well, with a tap on the roof, Rudolph signaled Old Claus. He yelled, "Shut up, you dumb buck, or I'll cut off your paws. I'm busy right now spreading Christmas spirit." And when Iris screamed, the whole town could hear it. Well, her bed was of water, but Iris was wetter, and old Santa cried, "I've never felt better." And with a moan and a groan and a quick shot or two, old Saint Nick was finally through. So he gathered his clothes and said, "I gotta go." "Ah, to hell with the children. Give me a blow." Gladly, she said, as she dropped to her knees, and Santa found Iris eager to please. So, with a smile on his face and a tap on his nose, up to the chimney that bastard rose. Then into the sleigh jumped old Saint Nick. "On Dasher, on Dancer. Ah, move it, you pricks." Into the sky they shot into the night. He cried, "Merry Christmas," with a sigh of delight. Then suddenly Santa felt a strange itch. His voice echoed loud, "Iris, you bitch!" To this day he remembers his Christmas Eve lover, the woman who didn't warn him to wear a rubber. I was 13 years old when I wrote that poem.
Whoa.
Back in a time before smartphones, before computers, we wrote on a little thing called paper. Paper was something that was easily found by mothers who did bi-weekly sweeps of your bedroom. And you know, mothers, they do those sweeps for two reasons. One, to look for drugs, which she never ever found. And the second is to look for pornography, which she always found. She was like a bloodhound for that kind of thing. And so when she found this very dirty poem that her 13-year-old baby boy had written, she was not too happy. And she whispered, or not whispered, she quite sternly said to me, 6 words that made my knees tremble. "Wait until your father gets home." Because you're fucked. Really, is what's gonna happen. Because Dad was kind of a temperamental man. And he was a very big fan of something he liked to call the belt dance. He thought anything could be solved with a little licking on the ass with a belt. So, in the hour I had from the time my mother confronted me before my father got home, I started to stealthily make my way throughout the house to try and find every piece of underwear I could find. I became the underwear ninja, looking for everything I could to pad the blow that I thought was evidently going to come and tan my hide. And I was sitting in my bedroom, which was in the basement, and I heard the door open, and my dad walked in. And I could hear him stepping across the floor, and I was shaking on my bed. And I heard him talk to my mother, and he came down the stairs, and he opened the door, and he held out this poem, and he goes, "You wrote this?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "This is hilarious." You see, my father also happened to play Santa Claus every year at the Senior Men's Hockey League Christmas party. And he said, can I read this to all the boys at the hockey party? And I said, "Of course, Dad. I wrote it for you." And he came over and he gave me a big hug. And then he looked me in the eye and said, "How many pairs of underwear are you wearing?" True story.